Hey guys, Mark Harbert from markharbert.com here, and I'm actually coming to you from my hotel room. I am here in Denver, Colorado. I'm here for a mastermind event. I'm actually here to speak at this event. I'm super excited about it. It's a fairly small mastermind, going to be about 20, 25 people total, but it's one of those weekends that I think is just, those are some of the most impactful events, are the small, more intimate events where you can really dive into people's business, help them have some breakthroughs. So I'm excited about it. It's going to be fun and hanging out here for a couple days. But I wanted to talk to you about something that I'm very, very passionate about, and that is personal development. And I work with people all the time. I work with literally over the years. It's been thousands of people. In just one program alone, I've recruited about 1,100 people. So I literally work with people just constantly, and I talk with people all the time. And every time I talk with people, it always seems to come up, some of the similarities that people struggle with. What is it that keeps people from, attaining some success in their business? Why is it that they struggle? Why is it that they're not moving forward? Why is it that they're stuck? And I always find it to come down to the same thing. And one of the things that I usually always ask people is, well, how much money, how much time do you spend in personal development in terms of working on you? And a lot of times the answer is pretty shocking, because a lot of people don't really understand that in order to really have the results that you're looking for, you have to work on you first. One of my favorite quotes, and I absolutely love it, it was by Abraham Lincoln. And Abraham Lincoln said that if I had 6 hours to chop down a tree, I would spend 4 hours sharpening the axe. Really, what he was saying was, I would work harder on me than I will on my business. That's ultimately what he's getting at. It's that principle. And what a lot of people don't realize is that in order to have success, you've got to work on you harder than you actually work on your business. And what that means is you've got to learn, philosophies, ways of thinking that are conducive to finding success. So while I'm a big proponent of training and learning strategy, which strategy is important, you have to know strategy, working on yourself is way more important. And in the long run, you have to work on yourself first, because if you just go straight for strategy, which is what most people do, most people want to know how to get leads. How do I do this? How do I do that? What's the fastest way to get leads? What's this? How do I get sales? Everybody wants to know that. It's all strategy. What they're leaving out is the most important ingredient, and that's the personal development side. Working on their attitude, their philosophy. What is it that causes them to have the right attitude behind that strategy? You see, it's not just enough to know the strategy. You've actually got to have the correct attitude behind how you apply that strategy. And that's where most people miss it. And that's why when I'm talking with people, I like to ask that question, how much do you actually work on you? Because that is where the success really comes. The strategy is an important part, no question about it. You've got to know strategy. But if you don't have the right attitude behind it, it's not going to work for you. And this is why so many people struggle, because they're so focused on strategy, but they're not working on refining their philosophies and ways of thinking to be conducive of a business owner. So, I've just to tell you what I've been up to. I'm very excited. One of the things that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and it's been kind of a pet project of mine, is to do a course specifically training you on the attitudes of being a business owner and the whole philosophy behind it. And so what I did is I put together we're going to be doing a live course. It's called the Entrepreneurial Journey. And I'm very excited about it, because that's what it's all about. It's about getting the attitude behind the strategy correct so that you can make that connection. Because I'm telling you, you can't have one without the other. It's like mashed potatoes and gravy. You can't have gravy without you can't have mashed potatoes without the gravy. It ain't right. It's like peas and carrots. They just go together really, really well. And that's the way you've got to have the right mental attitude and couple it with the correct strategy. If you put those two together, it's a winning combination. And I've always addressed strategy because I'm a strategy guy. I love strategy. I'm constantly testing, tweaking, doing all these things to learn how to generate and drive leads and drive traffic. That's like my forte. I'm really good at that. But I know that the reason that works is because I work on me. I'm always working on me. I mean, I spend like several thousands of dollars every single month on coaching and personal development. Every month. I read books. I go through audiobooks. I get coaching because it's working on me more than I work on my business. That's the biggest part of my budget. And that's why things work for me. Not because I'm, sitting here and trying to brag that I've got success and I've had all this and that. That's not what it's about. I'm just trying to share with you my story so that you can follow in that same path and get results. So with the entrepreneurial journey, I'm very excited about it. If you look below this video, there's a link to it. It's very inexpensive. This is going to be a live course. If you find that you're struggling, you've bought all these courses that you're constantly spending money and you feel like you're not getting any return on that investment, then I highly encourage you to click the link below, get signed up for the entrepreneurial journey, and join me on this journey. It's going to be a 4-webinar series plus a whole series of audios that I will be doing that are going to help you get the right attitude behind the strategy. That's where it really counts. The mindset and philosophy behind it is so crucial. So I highly recommend it. I also did a webinar a couple days ago. The replay for that webinar is on the page where you can check out the entrepreneurial journey. It's the second video on the page. So you can check that out if you want, get some good knowledge from it, and you can learn from that as well. So I had somebody reach out to me the other day, said that was the best webinar they've ever seen me do. That was great. My buddy Lisa Thompson was actually the one that reached out and said that. But anyway, appreciate you, Lisa. You're awesome. Appreciate that. But guys, click the link below. Get signed up for the entrepreneurial journey. I mean, literally, it's so inexpensive, and it's totally designed to fix the one thing that's going to hold you back, and that's your attitude behind how you apply all these strategies, okay? Love you. Appreciate you. Click that link now, and we'll see you in the next blog post. All right? See you. Bye-bye.